Thanks for joining me. In this video, we're going to talk about order level settings and how the order level settings can be used to do really fast and accurate price comparisons. As you begin your order, you'll see at the top here order level settings, and if you click on this drop arrow, this tab will appear, and this will have all of the different parameters that you can select at an order level for your materials, your construction method, your drawer type, things like that. So at the top here, we can change construction type, your toe kick type, whether you want legs or no toe kick. We can select different drawers. We can even select the number of holes per each shelf. So if you had a customer that wanted to specifically not to have the holes for the line boring running all the way up and down the cabinet, you can select 5 holes or 3 holes or whatever. You can also select if you want the entire order packed flat or assembled. Right below, we can select our cabinet box finishes, our edge banding, our cabinet back material, finished end material, all of our door and drawer styles and colors, as well as our component materials. When we've made also all of our selections, we can decide whether we want to apply to the current products in the order, or we can select it to only apply to future products that we add to the order. This is really useful if we want to do price comparisons. For example, one of the most common price comparisons is the price difference between our standard white melamine cabinet and our pre-finished plywood. So if we scroll down here under materials, we have white melamine cabinet boxes. Say we had a large order of 20 or 30 cabinets. Instead of scrolling to each individual one and selecting what we wanted, we can use order level settings to change that. So we can select here and say, I wonder what the price is for pre-finished plywood. And then if you apply to current products, when it runs the script, you'll see that the cabinet box material has changed here. As well, you can do this right in the beginning of the order before you actually enter any products. You can change all the settings here and then hit apply to future products. And that means that as a baseline, anything that you add to the order will have these attributes on them. So this is a useful way to set up your order as you start entering if you already know what your specifications are. There is, however, a downside to this. Unfortunately, the way it's designed, it means that all of these attributes will be triggered when you hit apply to current orders. So it doesn't know that you have made other selections. For example, down here, if I have a cabinet material that is, say, an open cabinet, force of nature, and that cabinet has no door, so it's just an open box, kind of like this picture. If I go back up here and I make a change to, say, black melamine interiors, I'm going to leave all the doors, everything the same, and then I'm going to say apply to current products. It's going to change my cabinet box material, but it's also going to change my cabinet box material for this other one that I had previously overwritten. So you want to be really careful with this, and remember that when you apply changes to current products, it's going to change all of these. So you have to select carefully. If you had, say, a painted shaker kitchen, you'd have to go through and really carefully make sure that all of these settings are correct before you hit apply to current products, as it'll change everything. In addition, if you do have a situation where you have an open cabinet, you might want to just make yourself a little note so that when you do the update to change materials from melamine to plywood, for example, just go back and you would have to change those manually. You can use room settings to achieve this as well. There is a folder setting here as well. So you do have similar parameters to the job level settings. And where this is useful is when you do this, it's only going to apply to the current folder. So an example would be if you had a kitchen with a walnut island and a perimeter in white shaker, I would design everything as white shaker, and I would put all of the cabinets in a new folder for the island, and then I would apply my order level settings as white shaker. Then I would go back to the folder that's the island, and then I would change it at that level. So unfortunately, it's one extra step, but that gets you away from having to remember where in the order all your particular settings are. So you can go in and quickly change these from shaker back to walnut, for example, if you need it. Well, I hope that helped. If you have any questions on that, feel free to ask me in the comments below or reach out to me at info@d3customcabinets.com. Thanks so much for watching.